Welcome back to High Cheese, Mets news, baseball news. I'm Tommy. This is Bobby. Dom Smith had a roller coaster of a weekend. Wild. Did the old swap and bop with the Yankees, traded relievers. Is Max Scherzer up in the air for opening day? I hope not. Last televised game of SNY this spring training season. Let's get into it. All right. Welcome back to High Cheese, your source for Mets news and baseball news. It's not Keith Hernandez on your screens. It's not Mike Piazza. It's not John Franco.
Contrary to what the mustache may tell you.
Even Jake had a stash at one point. He stashed.
It's a mustache.
I started shaving because I got stressed with everything happening this weekend, and I was just like, I'm going to shave everything off. And then I got to the mustache, and I said, I'm going to keep this.
Okay.
I said, I'm going to keep this mustache.
Interesting.
And you know what? Dom Smith didn't go through. Dom Smith trade didn't go through.
And you think that's because of your mustache?
It might have helped. I'll tell you, Mania going to to the Padres might happen for this. So that's not helping. Their rotation looks scary. But Dom Smith, let's get into it. Dom Smith had a wild weekend.
Sure did.
So we thought Dom Smith was going to the Padres at one point. A lot of people did. They reported that he was going to the Padres for Paddock, Hosmer. We wouldn't have to take on all of Hosmer's contract, which would have been good, but I wasn't a fan. I like Dom Smith. We reported our home run list, and I immediately was just like, the worst thing would be for him to hit the number on my home run list for the Padres. That's immediately what went into my head. I was like,
I mean,
I'm going to be right,
and
he's going to be right over there.
I'm sitting here going that like he's going to have like the best offensive numbers on the Mets, and I made that claim at one point, and
I was just but now then that other report came out saying that he was like, now he'll be upset if he stays with the Mets and is a platoon player. It's like, well, you just 2 weeks ago said you wanted to be Met for life. And then again, it's also New York reporting.
Yeah.
Sorry. It could have been.
I also think, it's just tough because you got Cano, and Cano's swinging good right now, and it just is annoying. Cause
everyone is. Well, that's the other thing, too. Everyone is.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's swinging the bat well. It's like, dude, just.
But regardless, I didn't want to see Dom go anywhere. He's one of the few players out of the young guys. Like, JD, I'm okay. I don't want to see him gone, but I'd be okay if they traded JD.
Yeah. Yeah, put
JD
in. Dom Smith, Again, if we were making the moves for pitching, which I guess that's the move, which I don't think we need to make the move for because I think we have the pitching already. I think we have Tyler and David Peterson are granted they're young, but we used them last year in these same situations.
No, you can't hit the panic button already. Like it's a 162 game season. The season hasn't started yet. Jake's out for 4 weeks.
Yeah, if that's optimistic. That's also very optimistic.
Did you hear him today? He was saying, talking in an interview with the reporters,
I didn't hear what he said.
Just pretty much how upset he is about everything, and
I'm sure he is.
Just he's disappointed, and that it wasn't there, and they were like, "Well, where'd it come from?" And he's just like, "I don't know, like I couldn't tell you, I'd just be guessing." He's like, "But apparently the doctors are saying that it'll go away in 4 weeks."
Who are these doctors? Who's the doctor? Give me a finger to point at so I can be like, you mother! You did it!
It just cuts to like young Frankenstein. Dr. Frankenstein.
Who knows who's doing it on him? I don't even know who's working on these guys. It doesn't. It's whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and
I mean,
when that trade didn't,
we still got Dom.
Yeah, that trade didn't go through. It didn't go through. Dom's sticking around. No, we don't have to deal with Chris Paddock and his cowboy boots stomping around and starting shit with Pete.
One trade did go through though.
Yes, we did the old swap and bob. We traded relievers with the Yankees this morning, and we got rid of Miguel Castro, the young buck. I liked Miguel Castro. I think he was dirty when he was on. He was on. He had his moments where let off some stuff, but when he was on, he was on.
Yeah, he had some issues with location and control, but like you said,
young.
His stuff is nasty.
He's 27.
Yeah. Yep.
But I don't know anything about Joely Rodriguez. I'm excited. Just we have a lefty. That's the other thing too. We got a lefty, which is what was needed. That's
exactly
a big need.
that was the whole point of the whole trade, was just get a single lefty into our bullpen, which we don't have. So I'm annoyed that it was Castro, but
Yeah, who else would you have?
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we got a lot of good bullpen arms. What do you got? What do we got here? Oh, the editing screen.
Pulling up
Oh,
his
there we go. His
baseball
baseball
reference.
reference. He's well. Where was he before the Yankees? What we got?
Looks like Texas.
Texas. Yeah, 270 ERA 2016, 213 in 2020,
Yeah.
and then a 4.6 and a 5.9, which is not great.
Yeah, I was gonna say combined
Oh,
2021.
in New York, 21 games,
4.66.
21 games pitched for the Yankees, 282. What's that? 284. That's not bad.
Yeah, 284.
I don't know how much that was on the road, how much that was in New York, but all right. Well,
Yeah,
I'll have to ask my
not
Yankee
terrible,
fans.
but we'll see. I mean, again, I
Yankee
like
fan friends.
Castro. I like what he brought.
I
To
like
the,
Castro too.
yeah,
I liked
but
Castro a lot. But hey, you know
same.
what? It'll be at least we get to watch him across the street
We really
in the
needed
old
a
pinstripe.
lefty arm.
Hope he does well.
And I love how all the reporters are like, "Oh my God, it's the first deal the Mets and Yankees had made," and it's just like, "All right, guys, like,
Blockbuster, Miguel
yeah,
Castro.
yeah, cool." Like, it was pretty much like a
Whatever,
give you like
whatever,
this crappy Pokemon card for this crappy
whatever.
Pokemon card.
Yeah, yeah. No one, no one, no one. Yeah, it'll be. I mean, it'll be. Trust me. I think they're gonna benefit. I think we might too. Who knows? Maybe he'll
I
put
think
up
we
that
will.
two
We got a
that two
lefty.
eight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't mean to compare them to crappy Pokemon cards.
No, no. They're probably ciphers.
But, I know we mentioned their pitching staff, but unfortunately, Scherzer's still up in the air.
Yes, yes. Big question mark. He seems to be all right. I've read a bunch of stuff too where people like Scherzer knows his body. He's been through stuff like this before. He's not worried about it. All that, which is
Yeah.
reassuring because it's Scherzer and you believe it because he's Scherzer and he's a psycho. And if he just said anything, you'd be like, yeah, you got it. Like if he told you something outland, like if he came up to you as like the Earth's flat, you'd be like, probably.
In the same breath though, isn't he also the type of guy, if I were to tell you that like he like knows his shoulder's blown out, but he's just like, nah, I'll be good.
Yeah, yeah, and I believe him.
Like power through
I
it
let
and
him,
just like,
let him
yeah,
rock.
no, it's fine.
He's Max
Like,
Scherzer. Yeah, you
yeah,
let him do whatever you want.
yeah. So
I'd
I
give
mean,
him my arm.
what do you think?
Same with
Chances
Jake.
of him starting opening day?
I think good. I think Max. Well, you heard Buck the other day. He said Bassett,
80%?
Taiwan, and Cookie are like slated for the 3-4-5. He's like, I'm not messing with that. He goes, they're going to pitch the 3-4-5 in the rotation. He said that the
Say
other
that
day.
again. Ty Law is
Buck.
the fifth.
I don't know who was the fifth. No, it was. He didn't say anything about the fifth. He said that Bassett, or it was about the fifth. He said Bassett, Walker, and Carrasco are already. He said that he's not moving them. He said they're going to be the 3-4-5 because they've
Okay.
already been in the like move to make that the pitch start that they do. So that's
Right.
where they're going to stay in the rotation. So the other moves are going to be the 1-2 spot, which is wild that it could be Peterson
Okay.
and McGill's 1-2. But I imagine that's also a good thing for Scherzer's outlook, being like, all right, we're not even moving the 1-2 out because he's probably had a talk with Max. I hope where Max was just like,
I'm sure he's fine.
don't fill that hole. So besides Max Scherzer still being injured, we had the final spring training game that was going to be televised before the season started. I didn't watch. I didn't want to partake. I had too much this weekend. The Mets were too bothersome. They gave me worries. They gave me heart palpitations. So I decided not to watch. I know you did, Bob. How did they look? How did the game go?
It was good.
Who was on the call?
It was Gary, but not Cohen. The
What?
other Gary. And then it was
which
Keith.
Gary?
What's his name? Gary Apple.
Oh! I was
Yeah.
just like the other Gary. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It was Gary, Keith, and who else? Just Gary, Keith.
Just Gary Keith.
All right.
Yeah. So it was kind of like a weird, like,
Yeah.
a weird dynamic because Gary's trying to make like inside jokes and Keith's just like, you know what I mean?
It's
Like,
very standoffish sometimes when it's like other
yeah,
people who aren't the crew.
exactly. So he was
You
like,
could feel
being
it
like,
sometimes.
yeah, and like Gary was sometimes was like, "Hey, remember last season when you told me this wasn't this?" And he's like, "Turns out it was." Like Gary was bringing up old shit, and Keith was having none of it. He was
No,
just
no,
like,
he won't.
he
Yeah,
was just
he's
like,
old
I
school.
already called you and apologized and told you were right.
One of my favorite sound. It's my favorite sound bite. The one from the other day with him with the national jersey. It's still my favorite. Where they show up in the national jersey. Ugh, that's gonna be my favorite all season. Keith is the best.
Oh yeah.
Who
But no,
pitched?
it was Bassett pitched. He gave up a little bit. He looked good at first. The first 3 innings, he was cruising like 2 hits. He gave up a solo in the first, but solo home
Okay.
run.
Okay.
So he
Spring
gave up a
training.
couple. He gave up a couple dingers, another 2 run in the fourth. But other than that, he looked decent. His pitches were good. Movement was good.
Good
More
stuff.
importantly, though, our offense was just rolling. We were just
Yeah.
hitting small. We were hitting small ball. Everyone was hitting. Your boy Marte at one point was 2 for 2 with like 3 ribbies. Cano went 3 for 3.
Disney magic.
Alonso had a ribby. Oh, hot take. What are we doing with McCann? Because Nito's batting like 450 this spring, and
Nito
like,
is?
yeah, Nito's been so hot. Even
Well,
today,
Nito's still. Well, honestly,
Let's
Nito.
bring up Alvarez and just have Nito and Alvarez. Like, I'm down.
No, but what are you doing, McCann? You're really gonna pay him all that money and send him to AAA?
Yeah.
You can't. No.
All right, fine. Yeah, but
You can't.
I like Nito starting over
Yeah,
McCann day one.
Well, that's fine, but you could do that, but you can't bring Alvarez up. Yeah, you need to put McCann in
Fine.
the backup spot.
After the summer,
and that's
once
reasonable.
Once
and
McCann
will
bats
probably-
210, once he's batting 210 on the
he'd
season in
understand.
June,
He'll understand. He'll be like,
Yeah.
all right, cool, I got to get my swing back before
because he's
they're
going to be
starting
batting
me.
210, 220
Or
by
he
July.
brings it, or he starts fixing his cup like he does on every swing, and then he gets his swing back.
Every swing, dude.
Every swing. They started
don't
cutting
gotta-
away. I know SNY started cutting away. I know it.
Probably because they're like,
Because
this guy literally grabs his
Every
crotch
swing.
every
Every
damn
pitch. Every pitch.
Did you see the minor leagues, by the way? Like, real quick interjection. There was a minor league clip that went viral where a batter got called out because they're like trying a new rule out. He got called out because he took too long outside
out
of
of the batter's box. I saw that.
Yeah.
Wild. I don't know what the timer is on that, but if you knew that rule was a thing, I'd take heed of it. I would. I wouldn't
Not
be hanging
stepping
outside
out.
the batter's box. Yeah. Poor
All right.
kid. But at the same time, if it's a rule, you should know that and not step out of the batter's box. I didn't see it. I haven't seen it. I heard it, but I heard about it, but I didn't see it. So
Bottom line, Mets offense rolling. Regardless of
cruising.
what this pitching staff looks like, start day one, whether we got DeGrom, whether we got Scherzer.
it's going to be the Mets, baby. It's going to be a roller coaster
Yeah.
season, and I can't wait.
Yeah.
So we got a couple days left before the opening day where we're in Washington. It's going to be exciting. We'll have a few more episodes where we do some starting lineup predictions, where we do some more batting average predictions, maybe some sprinkling some stolen bases and stuff. It'll be fun. So get ready. Get ready for some Mets baseball. Hopefully there's no more whirlwind days ahead. Who knows, though? You never know with the Mets. It's the Mets, baby.
Get a look next weekend at them cherry blossoms.
That's right. Say goodbye to this mustache. This mustache, if we don't get the clicks, it'll be gone. And we're not going to get the clicks.
You
anyway.
want to know the
Get rid of it.
perfect soundbite for your mustache?
What? Ugh. yeah, I knew it was coming. Yeah. Exactly, because I'm Keith, not because of the mustache.
That's what you're going
Thank
with
you.
on that one. That's the take?
Thank you.
That's the take you're taking on that?